Today I must deliver a very somber message to all members of the Bean Nation about the most recent stimulus bill. In it, President Biden has provided money to research the effects of feeding kale to cows. He provided money to the false foreign superfood known as quinoa. He has even given money to the corn consumers and money to the potato peeling people. But most outrageously, he has forgotten the fruit, which has a high caloric density and comes in a small portable package. Of course, I'm talking about beans. With $1.9 trillion in stimulus, he failed to leverage the spending power of the government to negotiate a one-time bulk purchase of Van Camp's 3-pound cans of Beanie Weenies, which would go to every man, woman, and child in this great land. This can, at $4.99 a can, comes with 12 servings. Doing the math, that comes out to 41 cents a serving. It'd be no more than a quarter, and we could have sourced it directly from Van Camp's The Beans Delivered, directly to Americans' homes. Sadly, Biden dropped the bean on this one. But worst of all, he has disregarded our request for a paltry $100,000 that would go to help one of America's most vulnerable and marginalized communities, the homeless. He rejected funding for the test pilot program known as the Bean-Based Community Employment Act. Now in Seinfeld, Kramer and Newman had a dream.
My idea about rickshaws in New York? Well, we're gonna make it happen.
So who's gonna pull this thing?
It's about the homeless.
A dream to harness the homeless, to man a fleet of rickshaws. Although we applaud his efforts to utilize and extend employment to a marginalized community, we must condemn his attempts for its exploitive nature. For example,
all right, pace yourself because you're going to have to do this all day for very little money.
This goes against the tenets of the Bean Nation, as we believe the homeless should not be exploited for monetary gain. That is why we are so disappointed with President Biden for the program named in his honor, Biden's Bums Bearing Beans, a program to equip bums with specially designed shopping carts that have fire pits and are capable of carrying a vat of baked beans with chunks of salted pork
The size of a $50
in every spoonful. This mobility, when coupled with the fact that the bums
You have an intimate knowledge of the street.
and are always
Walking around the city.
would be beneficial to all Americans, and it would bring Americans to eat beans with strangers like
Chinese guy across the street, so
our models show would pay for itself over the course of 3 years. This could prove to be President Biden's equivalent to FDR's March of Dimes. This could be his legacy. Biden's Bums Bearing Beans. Your thoughts, Mr. Newman?
Can't miss.
Imagine an America in which working parents, coming home from a long day of work, too tired to cook, simply wave over the local bean man for an instantly ready meal of pork and beans. Woke up late? Grab a bowl of beans from the bean man at the local intersection on the way to work. For children,
especially little kids.
hungry after school but dinner time is a few hours away, they could meet the local bean man under a bridge for a quick snack.
I mean, buy some little kids sucking it down.
It may be a game of hide and seek. Of course, man cannot live off beans and pork alone, so we'd of course have a side dish of
Potato salad!
provided by
The government!
We already have a ringing endorsement from Captain Jean-Luc Picard, who had this to say.
Make it so.
You disregard our wishes and instead promote these false foreign superfoods. The Bean Nation will not forgive you. Please join me next time as we examine which baked bean brand Take Steven Seagal eats.
That's the first sensible idea I've heard all day.